Hello and welcome to another episode of Sera Reviews Discs. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases that I have. The Black Friday sale just happened and I picked up some cool stuff. It's not here yet, I'll talk about it when it gets here. But I just wanted to go through and kind of review some releases I like from them. So I'll just get right into it. I love my Miami Connection limited edition 4K. This is one of the nicest releases that I own personally. Vinegar Syndrome, of all the limited edition companies, that put out that sort of stuff, I think Vinegar Syndrome does it the best. I love their slip boxes and their slip covers. And then their actual releases. Their restorations are so good. They're loaded with special features. Just get on the inside. Here's the discs. I love that they included the secondary cut of this movie. I believe that's what it is. Sorry, y'all. Sweet Pickles was being as crazy as always. He's outside playing in the snow right now, which I don't know why he would want to be out there, but he keeps going out and then pretending to come back in and getting my attention and then running back out. He's a silly boy. But, yeah. It comes with the secondary cut of the movie, the pre-release version. This movie is a classic of, like, B movies, bad movie fan club sort of stuff. I was introduced to it through Red Letter Media, but it had a cult following before them. It is just so insane and funny and charming. It's impossible not to love this movie. And I'd highly recommend picking it up in some degree if you haven't already. Even the standard edition would make a good addition to your collection. It is a must-have for fans of this sort of film. Next is Thriller: A Cruel Picture. They came out with a new slipcover for this film at the Black Friday sale. I have this slipcover, which I enjoy quite a bit. I love this poster for the movie. But this is one of the best feel-bad movies. If you like revenge films, this is essential. Most notable for the fact that it includes unsimulated sex scenes without being pornographic. That's why this movie was banned in a lot of countries in its original cut, which is the Thriller: A Cruel Picture cut. I actually personally prefer the They Call Her One Eye cut, which cuts out that stuff, edits down the movie a little bit, shortens the runtime, because it just feels more like a grindhouse classic rather than something really illicit, When I rewatch this movie, I rewatch They Call Her One Eye. I actually really need to see this film again soon. I love it, and I haven't seen it in years. I watched it several times in like a week the first time I saw it, and then I didn't watch it again for years. And so I really need to see this again. If you like revenge films, if you like female-led action, if you like grindhouse cinema, this is a must-have from Vinegar Syndrome. And I really think the new slipcover is cool as well. If I didn't already have this, I'd pick it up. Next up is Gorgo. I have the limited edition slipcase. I like this movie better than any Godzilla film I've seen, which will get me a lot of flack. To be fair, I have not seen that many Godzilla movies. But every time I think about watching a new one, I think, well, why don't I just rewatch Gorgo instead? This movie is so fun. It's so ridiculous. And it's such a nice release, you know, it catches my eye every time I look at the shelf. Believe this is 4K. Yep, this is 4K. I mean, how could you not love that poster, you know? Obviously, this is a Godzilla ripoff. This one is from Ireland, and it's basically a revenge film against the British, you know? It's what if there was a giant Godzilla monster off the coast of Ireland that the British stole and took to London, and then it destroyed London. I mean, it's just so fun. It's got such great havoc, you know, it's so goofy and low budget and silly. I need to get more of these Vinegar Syndrome monster movies. I had Reptilicus at one point, and then I never watched it, and then I sold it. But I want to get that one again. Yeah, I love this sort of stuff. And I love Vinegar Syndrome, and I love this movie. So, definitely recommend picking this one up. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, limited edition. I believe they also came out with a new slipcover for this movie. I have the limited edition that came out in 2022 or 2023, I believe. I think I got it in 2023. But for a long time, this movie was kind of hard to find. If you didn't get the Shout Factory or the standard Blu-ray from back in the day, you didn't really have it. And so I was so excited when this release came out, and I basically bought it as soon as I had the funds. Loaded with special features like most of their releases. It's the best the movie's ever looked. It's the best release the movie's ever had, even if the disc wants to fall out. If you don't have 4K, it comes with the Blu-ray, so there's no reason not to get it. This really doesn't want to stay in there. Maybe I shouldn't hype up the release so much if the disc doesn't even want to stay in. But I love it anyway. I mean, if you love the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you have to see this. If you're a fan of this sort of movie, there's a really good chance you've seen it. Not my favorite chainsaw movie. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not my favorite chainsaw movie. My favorite chainsaw movie is Pieces, which is like a top 10 movie of all time for me. I love Pieces. But this is pretty good too. I definitely recommend picking up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And finally, since it's almost Christmas time, there is Dial Code Santa Claus, also known as Deadly Games, also on 4K. I didn't realize that everything I got out today was 4K. I just picked up some stuff. I looked at my shelf and was like, what do I want to talk about? And I picked up some movies that I like. I rewatch this movie most every year for Christmas. It is like Home Alone, but before Home Alone, and more violent and sadistic and depressing. It's French. It's this Santa Claus killer breaks into this kid's house, and this kid uses his toys to violently attack the Santa Claus. More realistic violence than Home Alone. Fun fact, this movie was screened once in the United States before the release of Home Alone, like a year and a half before, when John Hughes would have been coming up with the idea and writing the movie. Maybe a couple years before. But it was screened once at a film festival that John Hughes attended. And so I kind of sort of think that John Hughes saw this movie and said, well, what if I made that family-friendly instead of just horrific? I like it better than Home Alone, obviously, because I'm a fan of all things horrific and violent and Christmassy. And so if you're looking for a Christmas sort of movie to pick up for Vinegar Syndrome, which I always get something Christmassy from them. This year I bought Santa Claus Conquers the Martians from American Genre Film Archive. But if you're looking for something for the holidays, definitely recommend picking this up. these are some of my Vinegar Syndrome favorites. This has been another episode of Sera Reviews Discs. I hope you've enjoyed, and goodbye.